If you guys were here last night and saw the problems I was having with repitch, um, like I said, I've had a pretty good relationship so far. These guys were super supportive when we were creating Reaper, and the developer got back to me and let me know that they had a beta out, and I didn't see anything that says I'm not allowed to talk about it. So looks really good, and man, I mean, let's hope the problems I'm having go away. I don't know if they're specifically addressed in this beta, but there are some major workflow improvements in here. What I still want to see from Repitch is the ability to see multiple tracks at once, so I can tell what the other pitches are in case it's harmonies, or in case I'm just matching stuff up by myself. I'd love to see what the other tracks are doing. That's one thing that Melodyne's still doing very well. I think Autotune sort of has it, but before I start here, let me the bane of my existence, and really I haven't done an episode of evidence-based audio in a while, and this should probably be part of it, but this stuff cracks me up. So it's a page over at SafeSpace that says how important are preamps and AD converters for the end product sound quality. And you may know that we actually checked this kind of thing and tested it and see just what are the difference in these mic preamps and analog to digital converters. And for the most part, they're just the same as each other. Some have more gain, some have better signal to noise ratio, but all this magic that you need to have, there's no evidence of any of it. There's some bad ones, especially back in the day, but not really anymore. But you know, that's the thing, is people like to make claims. Very few are the times where they actually provide any evidence or actual data. But you know, let's just read this. And this is something that happens every single day. In fact, one of our people over here just kind of fell for a local shop that was selling some of the snake oil, and says, I'm slowly but surely upgrading my home studio. After buying some analog synths, it's time to stop using my Soundcraft MTK12 as audio interface and buy something better. For example, UAD Apollo. Oh, you gotta, okay, so Poo Ninja's got himself a Katana. Is that the Katana 100, or what'd you get? Okay, let's look at what this Soundcraft MTK12 is. Let me get an idea. This is probably a, mixer with an interface. Let's see. Professional audio mixer. Yeah, it's a mixer. I wonder what it's got for ins and outs. Multi-track USB interface. Maybe it's got 12 ins and outs. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, here we go. Channels. USB 2 in and out. So the 12 2 in out, 14 in, 12 out on MTK. So 14 in, 12 out. That's pretty awesome, actually. And let's see what the UAD Solo 610. Okay, we've said this so many times. Okay, so 100, 112 Mark II. Yeah, awesome. You know, I really wanted to get my hands on a 100-watt Katana of any vintage, and just pull the speaker out and put in the Celestion F12. So I got an FR cabinet for cheap. I keep seeing them for $200 around here. So the next time I see one, I'm actually grabbing one and throwing one of those full range flat response speakers in it and using it as my Helix modeler. Yeah, I like those a lot. I was thinking I was going to use a TC bass amp one, but the Katana is such a much better little package for me for what I'd be doing. Okay, so a friend told me I should also buy a preamp like the UAD Solo 610 to have a proper high-quality recording pipeline. Thanks, a lot of money. Do you think it's worth the investment? In your experience, what are the major differences you can hear in the final product? For example, a mixed and mastered track between a cheap audio interface and an expensive audio interface powered with an expensive preamp. Well, because these things aren't any different than each other, the only thing you might hear is noise. But I don't think any modern mic preamp is going to make enough noise that it's going to make it to the final output. I really don't. I've never seen it. And if we're talking about converters, let's go to the analog to digital converters. So, what's funny is if I go to the cheap, the one everybody hates, the Behringers, right? If I look at the Behringer XR18, which is probably going to be like the ADA 2000, this curve looks horrible, right? Awful. Yet if you look at what the units are, it's zoomed in like crazy. So it's maybe a decibel down, almost a decibel down at Nyquist at 20K. Anywhere else, it's way more than ruler flat compared to any tape recorder that's ever existed. 0.2 decibels down, maybe 0.3 decibels down at 10 kilohertz. So that's the worst of the worst, right? So your analog to digital converters aren't going to make any difference. There used to be a lot more on this set. So I also had an Apogee Rosetta. Look at that. You want to see the most straight line. Again, it's the Apogee, but not by much, right? It's still within a decibel. Midas M32 is kind of a funny one. The XR18 was the worst one. The ADA 8000, that's the 8-channel Behringer mic preamp that everybody hates. Pretty damn flat. There's some kind of weird phase ripple around the anti-aliasing filter, or maybe it's aliasing itself. But it's within 0.2 decibels. I don't think anybody's going to care. The Octapre looks great here. Look at that. So you're not going to get a sound quality difference. I mean, you're just not. And it's funny because they're talking about replacing the Soundcraft with the UAD. This, as much fun as we make of the Vesicon or the Sycon, whatever drivers, these guys who make pretty much just about everybody's USB drivers. I go way back to the beginning of Reaper, and we have a very bad taste in our mouth for the Universal Audio drivers and the way they treated their customers. I'm sure they're better now, but you're not going to get better drivers. Drivers are the only thing that you're going to get different in the audio interfaces. You want the best drivers, go buy an RME. That's all there is to it. Okay, so the first answer here, because remember what this guy said. After buying some analog synths, so he needs line inputs. And so this first answer is, I'm guessing your synths have line output and you're not recording with microphones. In that case, the preamps are useless. Yeah, I mean, you might be able to distort them or something, but you can distort all kinds of ways. So somebody else says, the cheap preamp will just pass on the signal. The better preamps will make nothing worse, but some can add a little bling to the signal. Where are you measuring the bling at? Is that like more frequent, treble, more bass? What is the bling? If it fundamentally changes your sound, the thing is broken. I mean, as a guitar player, it's hard to say that because we make our amps actually distort stuff. But in general, mic preamp, you usually just want your mic louder without making any noise or distortion. But what I liked what he says here, the source in front of the preamp is much more important to sound quality. Think of it as a photographer. Say let's just say it again. If the model is butt ugly, would you use a better camera or another model? You'd take the better model. And again, the difference between amateurs and professionals is that, you'll always hear from the amateur, oh, I just go get a better singer. Well, you can't. You're recording the band that's in front of you. But what he's saying is true. If you're a good mic preamp is not going to make up for a crappy performance. So he says, is the investment worth it? Any interface, yes. Extra preamp, no. A specified DI, already rented, borrowed, tested, and loved, yes. The 610 should be priced around 400 or 500, not whatever it costs. So what does the US UAD 610 cost? UAD 610. I wouldn't be surprised if it's $1,500, and I would say that that's probably about the going rate anyway. And yeah, $2,000. Wow. So you can buy $2,000 for a mic preamp, or you can spend $500 and get 18 of them, But this guy's already got an interface, so I don't think it matters. If you're okay, so here's somebody else. LP Telestrat. Excuse me. If you were just using synths, I don't think preamps matter too much. But speaking from experience, I've used a PreSonus AR12 as interface pre quite a number of times, and it has noticeably very cold and flat sound, even just as a converter with using other preamps in front. A cold and flat sound. What do you measure that in? What does that mean, cold and flat sound? I want a flat sound. I want whatever comes in to come out. Compared to doing recordings instead with the Claret, it's like night and day, and then adding better preamps in front of the Claret Plus is another level. So yes, it's worth it, but depends on your goals, budget, and what you're actually recording. I'd say at least get a better interface. I'm sure there's better than Claret Plus out there, but it sounds good enough for me at this point as a converter. The converters are flat. I don't care. I almost guarantee the PreSonus is just as good as the Focusrite Claret. We've tested these things. They look right. Whatever. Let's see. Somebody else says, do you think it's worth the investment? No. Good. Thank you, Gravy Face. Not that important. Studio quality top end sounding material can be produced today with the humblest budget interfaces. Yes, in terms of noise floor, signal to noise ratio, total harmonic distortion, and audio purity, any budget interface is technically far better than any 1970s or 1980s multi-million-dollar studio. Any of them. I know that sounds like blasphemy, but it's true. I mean, you can't fight math. When you're talking about ruler flat stuff, 24-bit converters with maybe an effective 20-bit signal, signal noise ratio, not the full 24 bits, it's still way above whatever you could have gotten with even with Dolby noise reduction on your multi-track machines. It annihilates them. Let's see. But of course, what they do have is experienced hands at the controls and usually wonderful sounding spaces. If you put the Beatles and their wonderful production engineering team in Abbey Road with nothing but Evil B Behringer, right? Budget hardware, they would still churn out masterpieces that sound wonderful. Yes, even the Behringers are better than any of the crap they had back then. But of course, the religious are always going to pop their heads in. Depends on what you record and what type of music you do. In fact, the majority of songs on this hit chart are electronic music these days, and the tracks do not require expensive signal chain, except lead vocals in some cases. I don't even think that's true. Do you need the expensive signal chain for the lead vocals? Then I don't know how true it is, but that, and I'm not holding it up as some engineering marvel, but you know what? It paid the bills. That Billie Eilish stuff, wasn't that done like Focusrite Scarletts or whatever? Sure, it can be done. So thank you, Manta Ray. The MTK is not bad, in my opinion. Right now, if I was buying a new interface, I would strongly consider the new Motu Ultralight Mark V. Apart from the specs that are on paper are really top-notch, it was a great sounding in person when I tried it, at least with my guitar and bass at a friend's. The Solo 610 is not anything noteworthy, in my opinion. Not bad at all, but definitely has an exaggerated price, in my opinion, as already stated above. Pretty sure that Motu Ultralight, if you're going to use the USB drivers, is going to be Thesicon again. So you're not really, I don't think you're gaining anything from that. But they do have loopback. So I'm not sure if the Soundcraft has that. But any of these devices could. And, I'm kind of looking at you, RME. How come you don't give us some virtual loopbacks? Why do we give up channels for loopback? We shouldn't. We got the power. Just give us some virtual loopbacks. Thank you. Somebody else says, no, any major differences heard are in the hands of the artist and engineer. So, this is, I could go on and on and on and on, but again, you guys want to worry about what you're going to play and your songwriting and your performing, then this nonsense, the spending money on gear. And, let's see. So let's see what we got here.
Tell me something I don't know. Try to fill that purpose-sized hole with whiskey. I'm talking miles of blow. Got me some irons in the fire. Some things are hard wired. Kept me preaching to that deadbeat choir. If I had a buck to spend, coulda, woulda, shoulda, have been. If I still had my soul to sell. Hey man, I'm sorry about your girl. My baby up and left me long time ago. Hey man, I'm sorry about your loss, but all them good things only come and go. If there's one thing that I'll say, it's that booze in time healed the ills of many men like I. If there's one thing that I'll say, it's that booze in time sealed the fates of many men like I. Sometimes I need someplace I can rest my troubled head. The whiskey tastes much better with regret. When your baby is gone and when all my money's spent, the whiskey tastes much better with regret. Sometimes I need someplace I can rest my troubled head. The whiskey tastes much better with regret. When your baby's gone and when all my money's spent, the whiskey tastes much better with regret. The whiskey tastes much better with regret. Next year will be the year for me. Got plans to check out Italy. Take time and really try to find myself. Hey man, I'm sorry about your girl. My baby up and left me a long time ago. Hey man, I'm sorry about your loss, but all them good things only come and go. If there's one thing that I'll say, it's that booze in time healed the ills of many men like I. If there's one thing that I'll say, it's preaching to that deadbeat choir. If I had a buck to spend, coulda, woulda, shoulda, have been. If I still had my soul to sell. Hey man, I'm sorry about your girl. My baby up about your girl. My baby. Hey man, I'm sorry about your girl. My baby up and left me a long time ago. Hey man, I'm sorry about your loss, but all them good things only come and go. Hey man, I'm sorry about your girl. My baby up and left me a long time ago. Hey man, I'm sorry about your loss, but all them good things only come and go.
Okay, let me turn this off. There's all this mastering junk. It's probably gonna sound better feeling that is actually the crazy ass limiter to pump it up to these volumes these guys want on Spotify and stuff that is causing all the harshness. I mean, it's distorting the crap out of everything. It's killing me. So here's without.
Hey man, I'm sorry about your girl. My baby up and left me a long time ago. Hey man, I'm sorry about your loss, but all them good things only come and go. Hey man, I'm sorry about your girl.
So here's with it on, not without the level boost though.
Hey man, I'm sorry about your girl. My baby up and left me a long time ago. Hey man, I'm sorry about your loss, but all them good things only come and go. Hey man, I'm sorry about your girl. My baby up and left me a long time ago. Hey man, I'm sorry about your loss, but all them good things only come and go.
And I think it's going to get a whole lot worse when I take off the gain match, let it go to the boost levels that it was at, and I think we're pushing the edges of our converters, and it's just gonna, whatever nastiness is in there, it's just gonna get amplified by I don't know if you were watching that thing the other day where Ian Ian Shepherd was talking about intersample peaks. I mean, we're making them. This has intersample peaks in it. No question about it.
Hey man, I'm sorry about your girl. My baby up and left me long time ago. Hey man, I'm sorry about your loss, but all them good things only come and go. Hey man, I'm sorry about your girl. My baby up and left me long time ago. Hey man, I'm sorry about your loss, but all them good things only come and go. Hey man, I'm sorry about your girl. My baby up and left me long time ago. Hey man,
Let me see.
the whiskey tastes much better with regret.
And also, who knows how much of it is the speakers leaking into the mic? That's not super pleasant. This thing is ready to render. Actually, let me see.
Yeah, man, I heard it all before. Your boss showed you to the door. Had a drink in there, maybe.
You know, before had much louder background vocals. It really sounded to me like ELO's "Do Ya." Like it really kind of gave you that.
Hey man, I'm sorry about your girl. My baby up and left me.
But you know, as bands do, because that sounded good, they probably don't want it. So you guys know how that is, right? Who's your worst enemy? You. Always you. Okay, so I'm gonna render this. I'm gonna see. You know, let's look at where we are volume wise. Integrated, you know, so minus 8.4. So like, so let's see what is one thing to see Yulene's loudness meter, but let's see what Reaper's stats say when I go to render this thing. So I'm just gonna render Whiskey Mix 4. I'm going to keep doing this until I hit it at that, you know, around there where they're talking about minus 8.4. Yeah, not thrilled about that, but it's okay. So here we go. Render this. Who knows what kind of speed this is going to do. In fact, let me, okay, so here's a problem. You always have to do, clear that buffer. Sometimes there's something in the delay buffer that's going to play when you go to render. And that's very unfortunate. I wish they'd find a way around that. Anyway, here we go. So here come the stats. Oh, 1.7 real time. So I'm using way too much effects. But, you know, I don't even think I'm hitting 30% of my CPU here. But, you know, it's always nice to have more power. Now, to me, this looks insanely bricked. But when I look at a modern mix, this is actually still pretty dynamic. I don't know. This is terrifyingly bricked to me. It just looks like somebody clipped the head off of a shrub. All right. So there's that filtered part. I'm really not sure about that. You can see that there. So the integrated LUFs so far are minus 9.8. So I can probably go. Wait. Why is it dropping? It's that filtered part that's going to ruin the whole stats. But the end, I have a feeling it's going to go pretty loud. But we're still short-term stuff. I think we're still there. I'll be right back. Ooh. It's just still saying pretty low. Like I could go up like a dB, but man, I think that's going to sound horrible. Okay. Minus 9.8. So let's compare some of these stats here. So forget this one at the bottom, the Kate Hill that was made in the 80s. Loudest at minus 5.8. Ouch. I don't know what a Harry Styles is, but I have a feeling it doesn't sound very good. Minus 8.4 is average. Short term. So short term average 6.1. I'm close. Let's bump the threshold down a whole decibel and see what we get, what this sounds like. So I'm going to go back to that section in the let's see, wait, is it here?
There's one thing that hey man, I'm sorry about your girl. My baby up and left me a long time ago. Hey man, I'm sorry about your loss. But all them good things only come and go. There's one thing that I'll say, it's that booze and time. Girl, my baby up and left me a long time ago. Hey man, I'm sorry about your loss. But all them good things only come and go. Hey man, I'm sorry about your girl. My baby up and left me a long time ago. Hey man, I'm sorry about your loss. But all them good things only come and go. Hey man, I'm sorry about your girl. My baby up and left me a long time ago. Hey man, I'm sorry about your loss. But all them good things only come and go.
Yeah, let me I'm gonna render this again. Let's see what we get. Okay. I know this is insanely fun watching this paint dry, huh? Now we dipped into the 8s. Ooh, 8.2, 8.1. Ouch. Okay, that's way too loud. I don't know if I should cancel this. Yeah, let me cancel this. That is just too much. I know, I'm sure it's fine, but it sounds like pain to me. So let me render this again. Start it again. Raise the threshold a tiny bit. Overwrite. Let's see what we get here. And when we're done, if you want, we'll push it up at Harry Styles levels and see how that is. But you see, this already looks so much worse. Ouch. But it's still bumping. Like I'm telling you, when you look at a modern render, this is just a flat line the whole way. But see that right there? Ouch. Minus 8.5 it hit. Ugh. We'll see what they say, though. They may love it. You know, who knows? Oh, excuse me. Man, that one part looks like a brickety brick. Ouch. Ouch. Oh man, I tried to ride. I really ran out of endurance. Having not sleeping for 3 nights a week over a year really kind of wiped me out. So last night I tried to go up to Iron Maiden. I didn't make it, but I did go pretty far. And I think today we might go out to Cocoa Head or something. I've been actually jumping more and further than I've ever jumped in my life. You guys know I don't really like jumping that much. I like lake jumping. I like foam pit jumping. I just don't like dirt jumping. But I mostly ride the dirt jumper. I barely touch my BMX bike anymore. So hopefully you can go ride out some today. There's 3 mixes I have to send out today, and hopefully we're done with this. But minus 8.6, I think that's between these two we should be okay. So I'm gonna put these newest two. I'm gonna send to the client, and hopefully I am going to. Not sure if you can get it on here. I might have to send these on an email, but it's got another one by the same guy, and then I got something. Actually, the same guy's in so many different bands. There's the other band they have reggae stuff, and if I really want to be successful in Hawaii, I've got to get the reggae, which I am not good at, and I don't really feel like mixing the way they want it to be mixed. I don't like it. It sounds, the new one, it's like this weird cardboard drum sound. It's kind of wimpy. So I'm going to see if I can't have people enjoy more of the sound I would like. But I got to prove to myself that I can do the cardboard drum sound. So I might be working on that as well. But the song, what are we looking for? The song is called Bundy. And the last time I worked on it was the 2nd. Okay, let's take a look at what this is doing. I was really happy with this mix months ago, but they were gonna have some more vocals, but they didn't. So I'm gonna give this guy a try. Oh, and there's this floating EQ that Nectar does by Isotope, and I really want to check it out, but I don't think I want to touch this vocals the way this is. I think I was pretty actually happy with this song. We'll take a listen to it and see. If it ever loads. Yeah, I'm running so much junk in here. It's taking a bit to load it. And one of the things that seems to be the modern reggae over here in Hawaii is they like that T-Pain auto-tune effect, but the guys I was recording, they wanted to sing. I don't know if they really want that kind of the T-Pain thing on there, but we'll see. If this song ever loads, jeez. Like, Reaper's always, everybody always makes a comment, wow, that thing sure opens fast. It's not opening fast right now. I think it's just all the crazy plugins I got. Okay, so let's take a look at this. with some of the fizz on the guitar. Let me see. Let's see what I got going here. I mean, it's my normal. Yeah, it looks like it's my normal impulses that I use, and they're just sometimes they're a little bit just too fizzy. So let me knock. I'm gonna knock these down pretty far down, and I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. Let's try 6 kilohertz here. I guess I could do this with the EQ that I have after these, but let me see how this is now. I want to try another cabinet. I keep buying all these impulses and I really don't need them. I don't know why I do that. Yeah, somewhere I have the ones everybody uses, like the York and the other things. What is this? AC TLT green. Let me try green back here. GK12 greenback high gain. Okay, let me just try this real quick. So 70 and 70. This could make it worse. This could make it better. I don't know. Push the vocals up a little bit. Not crazy much, but some. This is 1.5 decibels.
Long tan and handsome, but 45. nothing underneath. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Another chalk outline on the news, but his hands are clean. We believe that it should be plain seen. Oh, we'll fair play to come and sing sheep. We believe that it should be plain seen. The face of evil shouldn't look like you or me. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Just a firm handshake, suit and tie, there's nothing underneath. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Another chalk outline on the news, but his hands are clean.
He's a little rough around the edges, but I think I can fix him.
All right, let's get an idea on these volumes here.
Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Just a firm handshake, suit and tie, there's nothing underneath. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Another chalk outline on the news, but his hands are clean. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Just a firm handshake, suit and tie, there's nothing underneath. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Another chalk outline on the news, but his hands are clean. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Just a firm handshake, suit and tie, there's nothing underneath. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Another chalk outline on the news, but his hands are clean. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Just a firm handshake, suit and tie, there's nothing underneath. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Another chalk outline on the news, but his hands are clean. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Just a firm handshake, suit and tie, there's nothing underneath. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Another chalk outline on the news, but his hands are clean. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Just a firm handshake, suit and tie, there's nothing underneath. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Another chalk outline on the news, but his hands are clean. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Just a firm handshake, suit and tie, there's nothing underneath. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen.
Let's give this a render and see what the numbers have to say. So I think Luff's M is the momentary. So loudest short term was -4. That's heat waves, glass animals. I am more than 3 decibels away from that. Which I appreciate. See the integrated though. See, I think this one is too loud. And I really want to be done with this. This is another one where it's like a start and stop, start and stop, start and stop. Just want to get through it and be done. Like I can't, business wise, I can't just sit on, just keep going back to stuff. It's such a, I don't mind stopping and starting when you need to, but just constantly doing it really, really wears stuff out. So I'm looking at minus 8.4 here. We're still 3 decibels off from the maximum short term, which seems safe, but see, this looks a little bit more brick to me than the other than the last one we're doing. So I'm going to do another one with it down a little bit, but I'm gonna mark this mix. So this is going to be just save. Mix 4 threshold minus 8. Now I'm going to do this one. It's going to be threshold minus 7.5, I think. Should be enough. That might be too much, but man, I'd rather err on the side of caution. Me do minus 7.7. I know it sounds like such tiny things, but the difference in what the clippers do is nuts. 0.1 decibels can make a huge difference because it's just distorting things. I mean, that's the price you pay for making these things loud. To me, mix 5. Threshold minus 7.7. You do 7.6. You do 7.5, and let's take a look at what it actually ends up at. I know that might be too quiet, but I don't know. It looked brick to me. So here we go. Save it. I'm gonna render it again. Wasn't the last one I just did mix 4? Shoot. Shoot, where'd the folders go? Did I just mixing it right into the normal? Oh, Bundy drum edit. So that's going to be Bundy mix. Yes, this is because I didn't put didn't make a folder for the mixes. This is mix 3. I'll do mix 4 for now, but I do want to move these. Okay, so let's render this. And let's keep an eye on the stats. The other thing is I want to get these guys off of my cloud drives. I got a lot of projects on the cloud right now, and I just want to see them goodbye. Good, gone. Look, see, this still looks brick to me. It is much quieter. I think somewhere in between these two is probably be right, but let's see what they say. I need to get out of here and I need to get paid and move on. So done way too much work, but it's not the amount of work. It's whether or not, and to me, it's not the amount of work. It's whether or not the client's happy. And I know that that's the wrong way of thinking, and the other people are making tons of money by not making their clients happy, but charging them for every second, which is not bad. I mean, I'd love to be able to do it, but at the end of the day, I really want to be happy with the products I put out. So it's going to cost me. Let's see. That's 8.9. This does seem a little bit quiet. Maybe I'll do one more. do one more. And let's do minus 7.8. And so there we go. Make sure nothing's in the buffer. You see that? We're okay. Mix 5. And then I'm going to go on to the other mix I got to do. Give me a second. Yeah, genre which I know nothing about, so that'll be pleasant. A lot of vocal tuning, but I don't know. They told me don't use the new version of Repitch on anything mix critical, but you know, I'm always living on that bleeding edge, right? Maybe I will anyway. Client. And then let's open.
Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Yeah, yeah. think you're more perfect than me. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause the way I pray, the things I say, the melody I pick on my ukulele, they keep on judging me. For the clothes I wear, the thoughts I share, people keep judging because they're scared. No, get all high marks. Scared of something different, of something new, to be out of the ordinary with your own crew, yeah. Maybe they don't understand. I wrote this song to lend a hand. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect, think you're more perfect than me. Yeah, yeah. Think you're more perfect than me. Oh, 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 oh. You say it's hard work, it's good karma. I respect that, but why do you wear this armor? Protecting yourself from inequality, rejecting a part of reality. Never forget everyone is your teacher. See past your ego, you will believe it. Deep in the shadows of your soul, it's the truth we were born to know. Sing with me, my sister and my brethren friend. I've got a message I'd like to say. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Don't get all high mucka mucka, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect, think you're more perfect than me. Yeah, yeah. Think you're more perfect than me. Oh, 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 oh. Get off your pedestal. We are equals. I and I people. Good over evil. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, You're more perfect than me.
So there's a percussion track on here. I'm super not thrilled with it. I'm gonna clean some stuff up. Pretty sure I got the drums edited the way I want. So if I have to, I'll bring them back in. But I'm gonna save this for now. So for you guys on the mainland, it's a maka maka. It's like they say hi maka maka. It means like stuck up, you know. Or it did when I left Hawaii, so who knows what it means now. I'm gonna glue these drum tracks. I don't have to worry about these edits just munching the CPU there. You know, I try not to be one of those gaslighting over enunciators, you know, like you hear it on the mainland when anybody's talking about Mexican food, you know. But it happens in Hawaii too. It happens all the time. They like start just babbling on in a way that nobody can actually understand if they're not from here, and then they blame you for not understanding. I hate that. You know, don't need to do that. So I say maka maka. It's just maka maka. I'm sure it's supposed to be maka maka or something, but I don't got it quite. So just say maka maka.
Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect, think you're more perfect than me. Yeah, yeah. Think you're more perfect than me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Cause the way I pray, the things I say, the melody I pick on my ukulele, they keep on judging me for the clothes I wear, the thoughts I share. People keep judging because they're scared. Don't get all high marks, scared of something different, of something new, to be out of the ordinary with your own crew, yeah. Maybe they don't understand. I wrote this song to lend a hand. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfectity. Reject. Never forget, everyone is your teacher. See past your ego, you will believe it. Deep in the shadows of your soul, it's the truth we were born to know.
How is that so quiet?
Everyone is your teacher. See past your ego, you will believe it. Deep in the shadows of your soul, it's the truth we were born to know. Sing with me, my sister and my brethren friend. I've got a message I'd like to say. Don't get all high marks. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect, think you're more perfect than me. Yeah, yeah. Think you're more perfect than me. Whoa, whoa. Cause the way I pray, the things I say, the melody I pick on my ukulele, they keep on judging me for the clothes I wear, the thoughts I share. People keep judging because they're scared.
Now here, when it comes to reggae, they really want it to sound like a stand-up bass. Not super thrilled about that. I went and got those Rick Beato bass presets, which were pretty cool actually. I got it put in my newest bundle actually. Maybe I should do that right now and put the bass presets in there. I had some cool recording stuff I made, but I can never keep up. I've been using the Helix for like everything, and it's probably bad, but I really like it. And I am talking to Line 6 about the copy and paste bug that I'm running into, and hopefully I'm gonna figure something out again. Okay, so I'm just loading up my Helix right now. The bass stuff I'm gonna put. Actually, let me make sure. No device connected. There we go. I tried to look for a reggae preset for Helix. I really didn't find anything. Interestingly enough. Presets. Rick Beato. I haven't been able to figure out how to scroll up while you're doing a copy and paste with the Helix. There doesn't seem to be a way. So, watch. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna have to do these one at a time. See that? I can't go all the way up. Just don't see a way. Page up. Nothing works. So I got to do this like crazy slow, which seems ridiculous. I want these near the top for sure. Oh, there it goes. What just happened? So I'm going to put these right before the Metallica ones. Metallica ones work pretty damn well too, but it's not going to work for this. That, you know, Chop Tones, as much as everybody hates them, they do a really good job on some of their signature sounds. Okay, so how did that? Oh, do it now. See, I wish I could grab them all at once and do this. Like, this is kind of a pain in the butt, you know. We were just talking about Rick Beato. I was kind of talking a little bit of crap about him, but you know, I think he knows what he's doing with these. I don't know. I'm thinking about getting the rest of them, but I just gotta stop spending money on presets and just make my own. But I have no idea. Like, you know, I'm a guitar player, but I play the guitar the way I want, and it's not necessarily a tone anybody else wants. And so I've always done my own thing with bass. Yeah, interesting. So where do I? So you hold it right on the line here. So while I did make my own bass sound, I don't know that it's good for this. But what I don't see is a I guess let's as soon as I'm done with this, let's look for a stand-up bass Helix preset. Okay, only got 5,000 more of these. I was trying to play the Rage Against the Machine stuff with this preset. It actually is pretty cool. So I exported the Guitar Pro version of oh yeah, don't tell again Tom Morello, but there is a Guitar Pro version of whatever the one famous Rage Against the Machine song. It's out there. I exported the bass as MIDI, and then I played it through was that the Apple ample bass VSTI and then put it through this preset. It actually sounded pretty good. So there you go. Okay. Almost there. 4 more. Jeez, what a pain. These guys could have fixed this operation stuff. This is one of these quality of life things that just drives me nuts. I shouldn't have to do it this way. This is ridiculous. I should at least be able to grab them all at once, but if I do, it's going to try and overwrite them. So, not doing that. In fact, let's see if that may be something that they fixed in 3.61. Let me try that before I say that. So I'm going to grab 2 of these. I'm going to drag them up and see what happens if it tries to overwrite or if it lets me just move them out of the way. Nope. Okay. That sucks. Okay. That's all right. Just got 2 more. Now it looks like, I think he's got another bass pack. What did Rick Beato even do? Is he like a bass player or what? Ooh, there's a video on how to build an effective bass preset. YouTube video. Should we watch that? 3 Sigma got some, but I don't know if they're bass presets from Matt McDonald. Bass Helix, Strabla. What did I see? Did I grab this?
So today I thought I'd add a bass preset to my preset library. This is one I've been working.
Ouch! Ouch! Jeez, all right. Let's see. $13. I don't know. I have no idea if I want this. Alex Price, who is that? Download my complete preset library with 85 plus presets. Let's see what that is. $40 for his complete. Should I be putting out Helix bundles? I don't know. Let's see, stand-up bass. Mandolin. Alright, I'm not seeing that, so let's go to Google. Stand-up bass Helix preset. Ooh, 3 Sigma actually has one upright bass IRs. Not sure that I want to do it that way. But let's see what that is about. Let's 3 Sigma upright bass pack. Yeah, you know what? Let's just take a look at what we got here. So I'm gonna export this bundle. I'm gonna import it to Helix Native, even though I'm very scared that it's gonna change the settings because that's what keeps happening. We'll find out. I have a feeling it has something to do with the command center or how I have things set up, but you know, who knows. Oh man, we've got to practice this weekend. So if you're in Hawaii, I guess next Friday, my Dio tribute band will be playing some songs. No Hero. for their release party. Okay. Oh, where'd these come from? These factory presets? Sounds like they're moving. I swear I hear stereo, but I shouldn't. What am I hearing? Yeah, what's going on? What's stereo? Oh wow, yeah, he's panning the amps. I don't know how smart that is, but that's definitely got a cool sound to it. Seems like a bad idea. Let's go with that.
Perfect, you just
Woo!
high marks, thinking that you're better than me.
Like that last note. Maybe I'll use a different note for the last note, or just play one. I am so severely tempted to throw like thuddy, subby kick samples in here. I'm not sure I'm gonna. I could actually do it with the sine wave generator or just leave this alone. This sounds, when it comes to these Hawaiian reggae bands, there's nothing really natural about the drum sound. Usually it seems to me like it's programmed from a keyboard, not even like modern drum samples, but usually it sounds like keyboard drums. These sound so real, I kind of just want to leave them. But we're going to do a sneak peek real quick on, if you guys are wondering why I'm not using my own compressor on most of this, you're about to see why. So let me make sure I don't have one in this project just in case, because let me change something here. Project Media Effects Bay. No, okay, so good. So I'm gonna close Reaper. And I'm gonna put this. We're all going to get a sneak peek. Not really what it's gonna look like, but this is a new Intuition, and be a lot to it. Let's see. Okay. After you load this, can you click on one of the tabs at the bottom, and then it should look right. Doesn't initialize correctly. Okay, so we got that. Open this back up. And what should we throw Intuition on? How about the overheads? Yay, okay. It's kind of crazy how long it takes Helix Native to load up, but I'm not super surprised. I think it writes a lot of hash to the project file. Okay, here we go. New Intuition. He says it's not initializing right, so I'll just click on one of the tabs. And so this is how it's going to be laid out more. A little bit. Allegedly, this is going to be simpler. You're going to have a lot more oscilloscope functions. All your stuff's down here. Compressor. Let's take a look.
teacher. See past your ego, you will believe it. Deep in the shadows of your soul, it's the truth we were born to know. Sing with me, my sister and my brethren friend. I've got a message I'd like to say. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Don't get all high mucka, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect, think you're more perfect than me. Yeah, yeah. Think you're more perfect than me. Oh, 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 oh. Cause the way I pray, the things I say, the melody I pick on my ukulele, they keep on judging me. For the clothes I wear, the thoughts I share, people keep judging because they're scared. No, get all high marks, scared of something different, of something new, to be out of the ordinary with your own crew, yeah. Maybe they don't understand. I wrote this song to lend a hand. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect, think you're more perfect than me. Yeah, yeah. Think you're more perfect than me. Oh, 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 oh. Think you're more perfect than me. Cause the way I pray, the things I say, the melody I pick on my ukulele, they keep on judging me. For the clothes I wear, the thoughts I share, people keep judging because they're scared. No, get all high marks, scared of something different, of something new, to be out of the ordinary with your own crew, yeah. Maybe they don't understand. I wrote this song to lend a hand. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's think you're more perfect than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect, think you're more perfect than me. Yeah, yeah.
So I was watching a video on Nectar, and you know, these. I think some people might think Isotope is our competition. I don't really think so. I don't know if we really share all that much stuff that we both do. And there was a video with Nectar where like you attach the EQ to a peak. And so I wanted to add a band. I'm not sure how he did it. So here's my band I'm adding. Can't right click it. This is dynamic. Oh, follow mode. So if I click this, it does follow mode. So I want to find that harmonic. There's like this little honk kind of noise. Let me play it.
Think you're more perfect than me. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's right here.
Whoa.
I don't know how you make the follow thing work though. That's kind of crazy. So
Think you're more perfect than me. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
wait, how do you solo the band? There's a way to solo the EQ band. Well, here's this S right here.
Think you're more perfect.
This, you hear this? Walk, 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 walk. It's like the little quack part of the voice. So supposedly you can attach the frequency to that node. I don't know how this works, but let's try it.
'Cause the way I pray, the things I say, the melody I pick on my ukulele, they keep on judging me.
Doesn't seem to be doing it.
For the clothes I wear, the thoughts I share, people keep judging because they're scared. No, get all high marks. Scared of something different, of something new, to be out of the ordinary with your own crew, yeah. Maybe they don't understand. I wrote this song to lend a hand. No, get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's think you're more
Or is it doing it? I don't know. Hold on. Just gonna loop a little section.
than me. No, get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. No, get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. No, get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. No, get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me.
It is interesting.
No, get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. No, get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. No, get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me.
And I thought I saw
No, get
where
all
we could
high
go up an
marks,
octave.
thinking that you're better than me. No, get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me.
Let's see. You know, this is the thing. Like, if you want to do this stuff, I mean, you can just stick with one piece of technology and just do that your whole life. But to me, this is a lifelong learning experience, and every day you're learning new things. I mean, I know that gets in the way of business and stuff, but I'd rather know. Okay, interactions. Yeah, alt solo. Here we go. Here we go. Frequency mode. It enables the ability to dynamically update the frequency of the selected EQ band to follow harmonics as they change. Use a high-pass filter with dynamic frequency mode enabled to track the first harmonic of a vocal. This will dynamically cut out unwanted low end. No, I thought there was a way you could jump up an octave. That's okay. We'll leave this here right now. This is actually, I really like what it's doing. I'm probably not going to do it that extreme, but man, that's a handy feature. Might have to steal that.
Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me.
Hey, you're probably right that they need more hats. I don't know nothing about reggae, so let's do that. Get rid of some of the lows. Get rid of a lot of lows. Not sure how much I need of the crashes here, but crank up the hi-hats.
Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me.
Trouble is that snare, right? Now this could crash. Yeah. See, I have this preset here. This could crash it. My snare eater. I want to be able to turn up the hi-hat without moving the snare off to the left side of the field here. Might just do it with the limiter actually. You know, I think we should need to do something visual for the limiter. Really hard to tell. Okay, the limiter light's not working. I tell Dave. That's why we're doing this like an alpha, it's not even a beta.
Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect, think you're more perfect than me. Yeah, yeah. Think you're more perfect than me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cause the way I pray, the things I say, the melody I pick on my ukulele, they keep on judging me. For the clothes I wear, the thoughts I share, people keep judging because they're scared. Don't get all high marks, scared of something different, of something new, to be out of the ordinary with your own crew. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect,
It's
you
such a
just
cool
think you're
feature.
more perfect, think you're more perfect than me. Yeah, yeah. Think you're more perfect than me. Whoa, 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 whoa. You say it's hard work, it's good karma. I respect that, but why do you wear this armor? Protecting yourself from inequality, rejecting a part of reality. Never forget, everyone is your teacher. See past your ego, you will believe it. Deep in the shadows of your soul, it's the truth we were born to know. Sing with me, my sister and my brethren friend. I've got a message I'd like to say. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Don't get all high marks, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Don't get all high mucka, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect, think you're more perfect than me. Yeah, yeah. Think you're more perfect than me. Oh, 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 oh. Get off your pedestal, we are all equal. I and I people, good over evil. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh,
Okay. Now, vocal tuning time. Yay. Let's try out this new version of Repitch here. Let me send this guy a rough as soon as I can. But let me see what we got here. I don't know what key this is. If we find it. Let's play. Let's play find the key. Yay!
Thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think.
All right. I think it's G. I think it is G minor. Find out. Okay, so that is so C. Why can't I write this? A sharp. A, G, I see G minor, or D minor. I don't think that's right. I think it's an F2. Oh yeah, G minor. So let's spell that out. G minor, and let's hope it stays there. And oh, actually, I gotta get some stuff ready.